Thank you for joining us for our live webinar on trading stock investment tool for you to invest in them. But short term, if you're looking for quick trades, probably ETFs are not good as they are not responsive enough or quick or sensitive enough to the movements. So hiding trading costs can negatively impact the fund's performance. So, and the limitations of this position and shares can be taken, maybe preventing a fund from achieving full replication. All this causing this tracking error. And next, for foreign exchange risks, meaning to say the currency exposure, underlying usually are from foreign countries like US, so you will be exposed to the denominated currency, just like when you trade foreign shares. Liquidity risk, the primary factor to liquidity risk is when you invest in an ETF that's less liquid. So it's important to choose a liquid ETF when you want to trade in the underlying. For example, the one that we're looking at for Gold Trust is the SPDR Gold Trust, which is the most liquid globally. Of course, there are other options like gold mining ETFs or other ETFs on gold as well, which is also quite popular. But of course, we will go for the one with the highest liquid that's highly liquid in the market and provides a very tight spread. So having known all these key risks, let's look at the actual product for the SPDR Gold Trust. Right, for this SPDR Gold shares is the globally traded Gold Trust. So the ticker symbol is GLD. If you search under Amex Exchange from the US, you'll be able to see this. This is also available on a simple exchange. And the ticker symbol is O87, that's Oscar 87. And these two are exactly the same type of released by the same company. So it's also, but the trading timings are different. For Singapore, you have the Singapore timing, and for these US, you can opt to trade in the US night hours. So if you're holding a position, no harm using the GLD to trade. Because it is more liquid and there's more volume traded in this ticker. So GLD tracks the price of the gold bullion, which is the underlying asset. It's the largest physically backed gold ETF in the world. Gives exposure to the gold without actually owning the physical gold itself. So this is another way besides gold futures, besides spot gold OTC. Besides physically owning the gold, you can also indulge in gold ETF to give yourself exposure to purchasing of gold. However, you cannot short sell this ETF, so you can only go for the long position for the upside price of gold. Transaction costs are typically lower than actually physically buying the gold itself because you're just paying commission for shares, just like trading a typical share. And nowadays the commission costs are very low for trading, especially on our platform. More on that later. There's also greater liquidity in the market for this fund exchange traded ETF. So expense ratio is 0.4%. How this is calculated is, let's say if you invest an amount of $10,000 per year, you'll be paying $40, but it will not be collected from you. It's already reflected in the price of gold itself, because every single day they will deduct 11 cents in the price of this investment trust price. So you'll not be able, it's not directly deducted from your account. When you buy and sell, it's already reflected in the price of this investment ETF. So typically, we know that gold is actually a safe haven for inflation and recession hedge, thus explaining the price of gold reaching for spot is 2,000 per ounce recently. And of course, if inflation persists, gold price can probably test and push higher if, let's say, the dollar continues to drop, there's a continuous increase of US interest rates. So this GLD is listed on the New York Stock Exchange and on the Singapore Exchange as well, as mentioned. Due to the different trading hours, the prices may be slightly different, but they're basically the same fund as mentioned. So both ETFs will have the same performance. So considering liquidity, I would suggest that you actually trade on the GLD, which is the US one, and both are now has allowed for minimum size of 1 unit, so no issue there. And both ETFs are all denominated in USD, be it in the SGX exchange or the GLD on the Amex exchange. So a screenshot here shows how you can actually trade the ETF on the Phillip Nova app, and as you can see, the price is shown there about 176. And placement of order is very easy by just entering the price and the limit order. You can slide, and then purchase can be done immediately when there are sufficient funds in the account. So you can monitor these prices on the go, and as you can see, this is a very user-friendly app. We'll also show you the desktop version of it later, and show you the advantages of our platform. Okay, Phillip Nova platform is a multi-asset platform to trade stocks and ETFs as well as futures contracts. So the minimum age for stocks is 18 years old, for futures is 21 years old. So if you are a student or relatively young, you are able to open the stocks account for free, even for any other investors. So there's no requirement for CRCK by the MAS regulations. You can trade in. You may trade in the stocks and shares. Testing. Is there a sound problem? I'm showing some network connection issue. Hold on, let me just do a quick check. Sorry about that. I think it's okay. So let me just continue. So there's no prerequisite to open a CDP account because we do not deal with CDPs. All the shares are held in custody with us. So for Singapore shares, typically it would take 3 to 5 days to open a CDP account before trading Singapore shares. But for us, because it's custodian account, the account is open immediately and you can start trading once you fund the account. And for US shares, there's a requirement for you to submit a W8 plan form. So that can be done during account opening, which is just a check of the box. And you can either have access to the live prices for both US stocks and Singapore stocks. For other exchanges, you need to apply for it, but also that we can discuss on that later. So the market data as shown, typically when you open the Nova platform, the stocks is already added as a asset class together with futures contracts. So for Singapore shares, you have free market data access with market depth of up to 10 bid and offer prices. Being a non-professional, you do not have to pay for this. If you require more market depth, more than 10, then you have to pay 24 Sing dollars. But typically 10 market depth is enough for most of us requirement. So for Singapore shares, free market data access, no cost. You have access to live market data depth for Singapore shares. And for Hong Kong dollar, Hong Kong exchange, if you are trading Hong Kong shares, you need to subscribe for the live price access. However, if you do not require, you can still for the delayed Hong Kong price, but you can still place the orders via our platform if you have access to live price elsewhere. Rest assured, the orders are routed live to the Hong Kong exchange. So although it's saying delayed prices to you, the orders are executed live on our platform. Of course, if you want to subscribe to live, the first level of 10 market bid and offer that is a Hong Kong 145 recurring monthly fee, right? So if not, if you are just looking at US exchanges like NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, and AMEX listed shares, all the three exchanges are available with the market data fee waived as well. So there's no maintenance cost. Once you open the account, you get access to live price data without even have to additionally subscribe to any forms or anything. As long as you submit a W8 plan form, you have constant live price access to the US live prices. That's for non-professional users. If you are professional, meaning if you work in a finance-related environment, then you would have to pay for it. But typically for retail clients, all the live prices access are free. All right, have a look at the trading and clearing fees. This is the same for all the brokerage houses. Just a quick look at them. Singapore exchange fees, clearing fees, they are quite minimal and little by large. So trading fee 0.0075%, clearing fee of 0.0325% of the contract's value of how much you buy. So if you buy a $10,000 worth times this percentage, you get the clearing fees. So there's extra settlement instruction fee is 35 cents per counter per side. And for Hong Kong Exchange trading fees are shown here. They are also quite little, but this is just for your information. For the US, we have the SEC fees for sell trades only at 0.0229%. So that's the take note. And for ADRs are, for example, China companies as listed as ADRs on US exchange. There's additional fees that's required for per counter as and when the banks that is holding them, the demands for it is usually 0.01 or 1 cent to 5 cents per counter. So these are the extra fees. So the custody fees, we do not charge any custody fees for any position they hold with us. We'll touch on the commission fees later on, other than this trading fees. So of course, if there's a corporate action fees, yes, there's also rates for corporate action. If you require more info on that, I can let you know. But typically, the dividends as the most expected will be charged 1% because there are counterparty charges for them, and that there's a 30% withholding tax for US shares also. So these are the possible fees that you may be looking at. And let's look at the commission that our Phillip Nova platform offers, and this is a very competitive rate that we have here. Across the China, Hong Kong, Malaysia market, Singapore market, we have a 0.18% commission charge. There's no minimum, so how much you trade, you pay based on how much you trade. So it's a very competitive rate of 0.18% for call-in trades. For your self-execution trades is 0.08, and that's probably the market rate right now for pre-deposit accounts. And we like to say that for the US shares, for the New York Stock Exchange, AMEX and NASDAQ, it's at 0.01%, even lower. So, but for this US, we have a minimum of $5. So typically, every single trade will be a $5 commission, and a to and fro will be a $10 commission trade. And unless you trade more than 50,000 in contract value, that will be the case for most of the orders. So every round trip will be about $10 of fees. And just to take note, for all the trades, there's no amalgamation of trades, so every order will be taken, but this does not matter because there's no minimum for all the exchanges except for US. So if you're trading on other exchanges, there's no amalgamation, but it does not affect you because it's just based on the percentage, even if there's no amalgamation. So this means the commission are charged on a per trade basis, and there's no minimum. Okay, trading limits. So we do not set any trading limits. As long as you have sufficient funds, as this is a pre-deposit account, you can trade as much as you want with the excess funds in the account. So, but there's a fat finger of maximum order size of US 1 million that will apply for stocks. If you require more, do let us know. Stocks are tradable on spot lots in Phillip Nova. So typically US shares, single minimum lot size is 1. You can go as low as 1 share. So for Singapore shares, this can be 100 shares. So it's different. So you can see a picture of this Nova platform, how you place the order over here. We'll do a demonstration on this later on. A quick look at what you expect to see from the statements when you trade shares with us. So this is where you can see first of all the adjustments when you deposit or withdraw funds. Okay, for all the positions that you hold, trades that you do, there's a contract notes that will be shown here. The entry price that you enter and the amount that is deducted, and all the fees that have been incurred, be it the commission or exchange fees, right? So this will be shown emailed to you via email. We have the overall view of all the trades that you've done previously, and this is the second page of that same trades that are done. Next, we have the open position that you can see here, where you have all the shares that you already own and the this can be sent. This is sent to you daily, and what is the existing amount, the value that it has, is also shown here. So stocks are settled on T+2, be Singapore or US shares. If you sell today, you receive the cash 2 days later, as mentioned. Right. Last but not least, the financial summary for all the funds in the account. Just a quick explanation on what you see over here, how you read your statement. You start out with the funds deposit over here that you own. The adjustment is any withdrawal deposits and commission for any of the trades that you did yesterday. So as you can see, there's a base, field, and all the single currencies. This is a multi-currency account, and you can have funds in various currencies, and then an indication of the base currency to show what is the total value that you own, right? So any stock purchases, right, you take 2 days to clear. So you can see here, this amount takes time for it to clear. Once it's cleared, it will flow into your account equity, right? So finally, these are for the futures contracts. As this is a multi-asset account, there are other products available. So this does not apply for stocks trading for margins, as there is 1-for-1 for stocks trading. All right. Next, we move on to corporate actions. We cover all the corporate actions available, be it cash dividends, bonus issue, consolidation, stock splits, acquisitions, is all included in this stock trading, even if it's a custodian account. So there are other corporations that requires a decision upon, like rights issue or even cash offers. This will be communicated to you via email. And if you have questions, you have your designated broker like me, you can ask me questions on your existing stocks holdings and what are the corporate actions that require. So first corporate action is the typical one, is of course the dividends, the cash dividends. As you know, is based on X date, and you have to hold positions by the X date in order to be eligible for cash dividends. For us, we receive the payment on the actual day, T day itself, and for US markets, we receive them T+2. But this will take an extra day to be credited into your account on the following day for cash dividends. Second one is a bonus issue. Similarly, positions held to the X date will be eligible for the bonus issues, and this will be released to you also 1 day after we receive them and credited to your account. So sometimes the bonus issues can be in the terms of odd lots, meaning lots in Singapore market less than 100 shares, and these are not tradable online for you. You have to call into, and I can assist you on this to liquidate the odd lot shares. The third, the consolidation or splitting of shares. Sometimes shares can split to even more shares. For example, Tesla can split to 5 shares, and when the splitting occurs, this adjustment is done immediately and there's no delay, so you can immediately sell the split shares or consolidations as per normal. Of course, the fourth other one is the rights issue. Sometimes these rights are renounceable or not. This will be also communicated to you. If you wish to subscribe to these rights, you can reply to our email and we will do it accordingly, as long as you have sufficient funds in the account to subscribe to the rights. So all the corporate actions that typically you face will all be dealt with, and this will be communicated via the email. All right. So we have covered the corporate actions. Now we are looking at the Phillip Nova 2.0 mobile app, and we are able to trade all the products all on the app as well as the platform. We'll move on to the demonstration on the trading platform, and with that, let's look at. Yeah, this is the trading platform. We have logged into a demo account. If you're interested to sign up for the demo account, we'll be showing you a QR code later. So just a quick demonstration on how this will work. When you log in, you can just add the contracts by clicking on add. And as you can see, this is a multi-asset account. You have futures, forex, OTC products, stocks and ETFs. So if you're looking at just the stocks and ETF, you can also do so by just adding using it. So let's go to stocks. Let's just add one example. maybe you want to trade on the Nasdaq, and you just search for the name or the ticker symbol, and it will appear. Just click on them, it will be added to the watch list. So for ETFs, you can also do so by going to the ETFs and adding them accordingly to the exchanges. So once added, you will view all the prices of all the different asset classes over here. Right, as you can see, we have the ETF symbol, we have the future symbol, we have the stock symbol, the ST, and for us, the trading starts for pre-market for US shares already. This is a demo account, so that's why it's showing delayed prices. But for a live account, it's live prices. So you can see the Tesla share being shown over here. It's already started trading. How do you place a trade is to click on place order, click on the name and place order, and this is a trade menu that we can see. So as mentioned, there's a pre-market which starts at 4 p.m. Singapore time. The regular trading hours is denoted by RTH, which is our regular trading hours, starts at 9:30 p.m. But trading is able to start at 4 p.m. We do not have after market hours, so the trading ends when the exchange closes at 4 a.m. Singapore time. So pre-market plus regular trading hours is the option to trade now because we have not reached 9:30. And you can submit the order that you wish to submit. The small size is 1, and currently there's quite a big spread because pre-market is not that liquid, so there are risks involved in this pre-market trading. So once you set your price, you can actually click to buy or sell. So let's just place an order to buy. So there's a pre-market warning that you know, you are submitting a pre-market order and there are risks involved. So we have submitted that order, and there's a confirmation screen. You just click on yes. This is the buy at 238.82. All right, currently market is on at this price and the order is done. So you can see now there's 2 open positions over here, and let me just close this. And you can see that one advantage of this platform is able to see the live P&L of your position. So right now we have 1 Tesla share over here, and there's the unrealized profit and loss of $0. So when the market moves, it will reflect directly how much you're making, and it gives you an overall on how much the account is at on the last column over here. So if you want to view this in various currencies, but there's no conversion, you can change this option over here to SGD. This will be reflected in Sing dollars. Yeah. So as mentioned, this is a multi-currency account. You can manage the currencies in the in your account, and conversion can be done easily using the app also, and you can view them in the app. So in the let's switch this back to the USD. We'll read this what it means. So equity, because it's a demo account, you can practice placing trades on the order types and try out the platform on trading yourself. And if so required, you can sign up for it. Yeah, and this is the next stocks proceed. Let's say if you have outstanding shares, which will be good 3+2 on settlement. This will be shown here, and then after that it will reflect the account equity balance left. This margin is not required because this is only for futures trading and not for stocks trading. So overall, this is the view of the platform for our Nova platform, and you're able to monitor the live position prices and gain access to live price to all the contracts as well as index futures if you want to monitor, because sometimes you want to monitor a certain index but it does not show on the platform. Some of the futures contracts offers this opportunity to look at trading even in the index itself. So you can all view them over here. For example, we have the CME, Micro, E-mini, Nasdaq over here. Yeah, you can actually trade in them and also check out what's the index doing for a day, right? So this is for our Nova platform. Okay, we have almost come to the end of the webinar. I hope you have all the info useful. Let me just touch on the available services offered by Phillip Capital. If you sign up for the account, which is available using my QR code that will be shown later, I'll be providing WhatsApp economic data updates every week. There will also be technical discussions on trades, and I'll be assisting you with any questions pertaining to your account or trading. I cover the markets on Forex, global indices, precious metals, energy, commodities, stocks, and ETFs. So you'll be executing the trades yourself, but you have a second perspective on the technical aspect of the trades or any assistance required for the corrections for the stocks or ETFs that you're trading. Right, on top of that, when you sign up, you have our in-house analysts. We will email technical reports on suggested levels for your reference. This will be on the suggested entry-exit levels for your consideration. It will be sent as daily trading highlights showing directional views from our global research desk of Trading Central. These are starting points for your own research to identify opportunities that make sense for you. You can identify market trends with these reports, which includes pairs such as stock indices and commodities, can be S&P, Dow Jones, Nikkei, China A50, and also oil sector. Next, of course, we have the daily asset commentaries on gold. For fundamentals, we cover the commentary reports to give you updates on economic news related to gold happening around the world. This will keep you updated on the latest news that might have potential impact on this specific sector, saving you the work of searching for it on the internet. So the daily commentaries on gold, which provides insights to recent events on the impact on gold prices, will be made available to you as shown an example of this email that's sent to you. And so besides that, we also provide fundamental and technical aspect of the trading information, so you can have the platform ready to enter the market when the price is right. Besides the analyst report, you can also reach out to me on this technical views on the trades as well. Right, opening accounts is very easy, and trading on stocks and ETFs is convenient on using desktop or the 2.0 app. As for the app to trade on the go, or if you're interested to get started, you can open a live trading account with us for free. Get access to live prices in Singapore stocks with the market depth and US stocks markets, and you can trade anytime. You can get started with the account first and trade live when you're ready, as there's no cost to opening of account or maintenance fees, and moreover, you get live price feed access. The process is very easy via SingPass and can be done within minutes. Simply create an ID by scanning the QR code shown here. This link will be tagged to me and will assisting you in the process and even after when you start trading. Alternatively, you can use a URL as well. So this applies to foreigners also who wants to open an account online by using the QR code. If you have any further queries, feel free to drop me a message or email me. My contact information will be given at the end. Just to touch on the promotion that we have for the month of August, in view of the 40th anniversary, we have the full year promotion in which every month there's a free gift that changes monthly. On month of August is the Nespresso. If you are still interested, you can still try for it, but there's terms and conditions that only the first 40 will be eligible. However, if you want to go for the second gift, in September is the home projector screen, which can actually use it to view movies on the wall on a white screen, right? So this is only for the first 40 customers who open an account and deposit a $4,000 Sing dollars funds in the account. No trading is required. You just simply need to fund the account. And of course, if you just want to open an account first, you can do so for free without funding and get access to the live prices. Just to reiterate, this 40th anniversary account opening it can be done in 3 simple steps. Just open an account via the QR code, and then it will be automatically selected as the PNPL as the 40th anniversary promotion, and you simply just fund $4,000 Sing without trading, and you'll be eligible to be receiving the free gift, a welcome gift, if you're among the first 40 to do so. So for those looking at the home projector, You can do in the month of September on the first few days. Okay, we have now come to the Q&A session. So let's try to answer some questions. What's the brokerage rate for trading stocks? Yeah, I did mention just now on the brokerage rate for all the shares on the Singapore shares, Hong Kong exchange shares is at 0.08% online, but this is a pre-deposit account. For US shares, it's as low as 0.01%, but that's a minimum of $5 for US shares. Is your coaching free? Does Nova has free trading demo accounts? Yes, the coaching is free, so feel free to sign up for the coaching if you wish to. It will be shown later on how to sign up. And if not, for those who has interest in the demo account, you can sign up for a demo account, which will be shown, which is shown on the screen right now. On the bottom left is the Phillip Nova demo account. If you wish to open an account, you can scan this QR code over here. All right, since there's no more other questions, we thank you for joining us. If you require this demo account, just feel free to scan the left QR code. To attend other upcoming webinars, scan the middle QR code for other webinars. As you open the live trading account to participate in the promotion, you can scan the QR code on the right, and I'll get in touch with you. It is my contact information. So with that, thank you for joining us and for being a wonderful audience. And if you wish to get in touch with me, just send me an email using this email link over here. And a recording of this webinar will also be broadcast and sent to you later for viewing. So thank you again for joining us, and I wish you a good evening ahead.